Life is not always easy. Every person, regardless of their age, background, or level of success, faces challenges. Some people struggle with money, while others struggle with education, relationships, health, or self-confidence. At times, life may seem unfair, and we may wonder why we have to face so many difficulties. However, struggle is a natural part of life. It is not something that happens only to a few people. It is something that everyone experiences. The word struggle means making a great effort to overcome difficulties or achieve a goal. It often involves facing obstacles, solving problems, and continuing to move forward even when the journey becomes hard. Although struggle is uncomfortable, it is often the beginning of growth. Many of the strongest, wisest, and most successful people in the world became who they are because they learned how to overcome difficult times. One of the greatest lessons we can learn is that struggle is not a sign of failure. Instead, it is often a sign that we are growing. Imagine a small seed planted in the ground. Before it becomes a strong tree, it must push through the soil. That process is difficult, but without it, the seed would never reach the sunlight. Human life works in a similar way. Challenges help us grow stronger and prepare us for greater opportunities. Many people believe that successful individuals have easy lives. In reality, almost every successful person has faced setbacks. Entrepreneurs experience business failures. Athletes lose competitions. Writers receive rejection letters. Students fail exams. Scientists make countless mistakes before discovering new ideas. Their success does not come from avoiding struggle. It comes from refusing to give up. Consider a student preparing for an important examination. The student spends long hours reading books, taking notes, completing practice questions, and reviewing lessons. There are moments of frustration and exhaustion. Sometimes the student feels like quitting. However, every hour of study builds knowledge and confidence. The struggle itself becomes part of the student's success. The same principle applies to learning a new language. At first, speaking English or any other language may feel difficult. You may forget words, make grammar mistakes, or feel embarrassed when speaking. These experiences are normal. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn. Over time, consistent practice turns weakness into strength. Struggle also teaches patience. Today's world often encourages people to expect instant results. Many people want success without effort, wealth without work, and recognition without experience. Unfortunately, lasting success rarely happens overnight. Meaningful achievements usually require time, discipline, and perseverance. Patience does not mean waiting without action. It means continuing to work even when results are not immediately visible. A farmer plants seeds long before the harvest. A musician practices for years before performing professionally. A doctor studies for many years before treating patients. Great achievements require consistent effort over time. Another important lesson that struggle teaches is resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover after disappointment or failure. Life will not always go according to plan. You may lose opportunities, make mistakes, or face unexpected problems. These moments can either discourage you or strengthen you. People who develop resilience learn from their experiences instead of allowing failure to define them. Our mindset plays a major role in how we respond to difficulties. Two people may face the same challenge but react differently. One person sees only obstacles and becomes discouraged. The other sees an opportunity to learn and improve. The situation may be the same, but their mindset changes the outcome. Gratitude is another valuable lesson that often grows during difficult times. When life becomes challenging, we begin to appreciate the people, opportunities, and simple blessings that we may have previously taken for granted. Struggle reminds us to value our health, our family, our education, and every opportunity to improve ourselves. Support from others is also important during difficult seasons. Family members, friends, teachers, mentors, and colleagues can encourage us when we feel discouraged. Asking for advice or accepting help is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom. Strong people understand that everyone needs support at different stages of life. However, no matter how much support we receive, personal responsibility remains essential. No one else can study for your exams, build your career, or achieve your dreams for you. Others may encourage you, but you must choose to keep moving forward. Success begins with taking responsibility for your own actions and decisions. History is filled with inspiring examples of people who overcame tremendous struggles. Many leaders, inventors, athletes, and entrepreneurs faced poverty, rejection, discrimination, or repeated failure before achieving greatness. Their stories remind us that difficult beginnings do not prevent extraordinary endings. One of the most important truths about struggle is that it builds character. Difficult experiences teach humility, compassion, discipline, courage, and perseverance. People who have overcome hardships often become more understanding and more willing to help others because they remember what it felt like to struggle. Life without challenges would not help us grow. Just as muscles become stronger through exercise, our character becomes stronger through adversity. Every challenge we overcome increases our confidence and prepares us for future responsibilities. In the end, struggle is not our enemy. It is our teacher. It teaches us lessons that comfort and success alone cannot teach. Every obstacle carries an opportunity to learn, improve, and become a better version of ourselves. The road may be difficult, and progress may sometimes feel slow, but every step forward matters. As long as you continue learning, working, and believing in your potential, your struggles can become the foundation of your future success. Every person experiences struggles, but not everyone responds to them in the same way. Some people allow difficulties to defeat them, while others use those same difficulties as opportunities to grow stronger. The difference is not always intelligence, talent, or luck. More often, it is attitude, determination, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. One of the first steps in overcoming struggle is accepting reality. Many people waste time asking, "Why is this happening to me?" While this question is understandable, it rarely changes the situation. A more helpful question is, "What can I learn from this experience?" When we shift our focus from complaining to learning, we begin to discover solutions instead of becoming trapped by our problems. Mental strength does not mean never feeling afraid or sad. It means continuing to move forward despite those emotions. Even the strongest people experience disappointment, fear, and uncertainty. What makes them different is that they refuse to let those feelings control their decisions. They acknowledge their emotions, but they continue taking positive action. Another important habit is setting clear goals. When life feels overwhelming, large dreams may seem impossible. Instead of focusing only on the final destination, break your goal into smaller, manageable steps. If you want to graduate from university, focus on today's lessons. If you want to start a business, begin by learning one new skill each day. Small achievements create momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited to work, while other days you feel tired or discouraged. If you rely only on motivation, your progress will be inconsistent. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. This daily commitment is what leads to lasting success. Learning from failure is another essential part of growth. Failure does not mean that you are incapable or that your dream is impossible. It simply means that something did not work as planned. Every mistake provides valuable information. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What can I do differently next time?" This mindset turns failure into one of life's greatest teachers. Surrounding yourself with positive people also makes a significant difference. The people around you influence your thoughts, habits, and confidence. Friends who encourage you, teachers who guide you, and family members who believe in you can provide strength during difficult times. At the same time, it is important to limit the influence of people who constantly spread negativity or discourage your goals. Taking care of your physical health is closely connected to your mental strength. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and enough sleep improve your ability to handle stress. A healthy body supports a healthy mind. Even simple daily habits, such as walking, drinking enough water, and getting enough rest can improve your mood and help you think more clearly. Another important lesson is to stop comparing yourself with others. Social media often shows only the happiest moments of people's lives. It rarely shows their struggles, failures, or sacrifices. Comparing your beginning to someone else's success can make you feel discouraged. Instead, compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own progress and celebrate every improvement, no matter how small. Gratitude is a powerful way to build resilience. Even during difficult times, there is always something to appreciate: a supportive friend, a caring family member, good health, or the opportunity to learn. Gratitude does not eliminate problems, but it changes our perspective. It reminds us that challenges are only one part of life, not the whole story. Patience is equally important. Growth takes time. A tree does not become tall overnight, and success rarely happens instantly. Many people give up because they expect quick results. However, every day of consistent effort brings you closer to your goals. Trust the process and continue improving even when progress seems slow. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action despite fear, whether it is speaking in public, applying for a new job, starting a business, or learning a new skill. Every meaningful achievement requires stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth begins where comfort ends. History is filled with examples of people who turned struggles into success. Many inventors faced repeated failures before making groundbreaking discoveries. Athletes lost competitions before becoming champions. Writers received countless rejection letters before publishing best-selling books. Their stories remind us that persistence is often more important than perfection. Struggles also help us develop compassion. When we experience pain, we become more understanding of other people's difficulties. We learn to listen, encourage, and support those who are facing their own challenges. In this way, our struggles not only strengthen us, but also help us become kinder and more empathetic individuals. As you continue your journey through life, remember that every obstacle carries a lesson. Every setback can become a stepping stone. Every difficult season can prepare you for greater opportunities ahead. The path may not always be easy, but every challenge you overcome builds your confidence and shapes your character. In the end, success is not measured by how many times you avoid difficulties. It is measured by how many times you rise after falling. The strongest people are not those who never struggle. They are those who refuse to surrender. No matter what challenge you are facing today, believe that it is temporary. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They are preparing you for a stronger, wiser, and more successful future. Every successful person has a story of struggle. When we see someone who has achieved great success, we often notice the rewards but overlook the sacrifices. We admire their confidence but forget the years of doubt they experienced. We celebrate their victories without seeing the countless failures that came before them. The truth is that success is rarely a straight path. It is a journey filled with obstacles, setbacks, disappointments, and lessons. One of the greatest examples of this truth is found in the lives of ordinary people who refuse to quit. Many successful entrepreneurs started businesses that failed before they built successful companies. Famous athletes lost important competitions before becoming champions. Scientists spent years conducting experiments that did not work before making discoveries that changed the world. Their struggles were not signs that they should stop. Instead, those struggles prepared them for future success. A positive mindset plays a crucial role during difficult times. Positive thinking does not mean pretending that problems do not exist. It means believing that problems can be solved. It means choosing hope instead of despair and choosing action instead of giving up. When you believe that you can improve your situation, you're more likely to continue working toward your goals. Another important lesson is learning to adapt to change. Life does not always go according to our plans. Sometimes opportunities disappear, unexpected problems arise, or circumstances change completely. People who succeed are often those who can adjust without losing sight of their goals. Flexibility allows us to find new paths when old ones are no longer available. Self-confidence is built through action, not through waiting. Many people believe they must feel confident before taking the first step. In reality, confidence grows each time we face a challenge and overcome it. Every problem solved, every fear faced, and every obstacle conquered strengthens our belief in ourselves. Confidence is earned through experience. Struggles also teach us the value of gratitude. During difficult seasons, we begin to appreciate simple things that we may have taken for granted, such as good health, supportive family members, loyal friends, education, and opportunities to learn. Gratitude reminds us that even when life is difficult, there are still reasons to remain hopeful. Helping others is another powerful way to give meaning to our struggles. When we overcome challenges, we gain experiences that can encourage others. A student who once struggled with English can help another student learn. Someone who overcame financial difficulties can share valuable advice about saving money and making wise decisions. Our struggles become valuable when they allow us to inspire and support others. One of the greatest dangers during difficult times is losing hope. Hope gives us the strength to continue when results are not immediately visible. It reminds us that today's situation is temporary and that tomorrow can be different if we continue making positive choices. Even small progress is still progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings us closer to our goals. Another lesson is that failure should never become our identity. You may fail at a task, an exam, or a project, but that does not mean you are a failure as a person. Mistakes are events, not definitions. Every successful person has experienced failure, but they refused to let failure define who they were. Instead, they learned from it and tried again with greater wisdom. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have. Instead of spending hours worrying about things we cannot control, we should invest our time in learning, improving our skills, reading books, exercising, and building positive habits. Daily improvement may seem small, but over months and years, it creates extraordinary results. It is also important to celebrate progress, not just perfection. Many people become discouraged because they focus only on how far they still have to go. Instead, take time to recognize how much you have already achieved. Every lesson learned, every challenge overcome, and every positive habit developed is proof that you are growing stronger. Life will always include both good days and difficult days. Happiness does not come from having a perfect life. It comes from finding purpose, continuing to grow, and appreciating each stage of the journey. Challenges often prepare us for opportunities that we cannot yet see. Success is not measured only by money, fame, or recognition. True success includes good character, kindness, honesty, responsibility, and the ability to make a positive difference in the lives of others. A meaningful life is built not only by achieving personal goals, but also by helping other people succeed. As you continue your own journey, remember that every struggle has the potential to become a valuable lesson. Every disappointment can become a source of wisdom. Every obstacle can become an opportunity to develop greater strength, patience, courage, and resilience. Never compare your journey to someone else's. Everyone has a different starting point, different challenges, and different opportunities. Focus on becoming better than you were yesterday. Continuous improvement is far more important than trying to be perfect. Most importantly, never stop believing in yourself. There will be people who doubt your abilities, criticize your dreams, or underestimate your potential. Do not allow their opinions to determine your future. Believe in your ability to learn, improve, and grow. Your determination is more powerful than your circumstances. In conclusion, struggle is not something to fear. It is one of life's greatest teachers. It builds character, strengthens resilience, develops wisdom, and prepares us for future success. Every challenge you will overcome becomes proof that you are stronger than you once believed. Always remember that difficult seasons do not last forever. Keep moving forward, keep learning from every experience, and never give up on your dreams. One day you may look back on your hardest moments and realize that they were the very experiences that shaped you into the person you were meant to become. Thank you for reading this series. May your struggles become your strength, your failures become your lessons, and your determination lead you to a future filled with purpose, success, and hope. Keep believing, keep growing, and never stop moving forward. Life is a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns. Some days bring happiness, success, and hope, while other days bring disappointment, failure, and uncertainty. No one can avoid struggle completely. However, what truly matters is not what happens to us, but how we respond to those experiences. Every challenge we face has the potential to shape our future if we choose to learn from it. One of the most valuable lessons struggle teaches is responsibility. It is easy to blame other people, bad luck, or difficult circumstances for our problems. While some situations are beyond our control, our response is always our responsibility. Successful people focus on what they can control instead of complaining about what they cannot. They ask themselves, what can I do today to improve my situation? This simple question shifts their attention from excuses to solutions. Another important lesson is the value of perseverance. Many people quit just before they succeed because they become discouraged by temporary setbacks. Imagine a miner searching for gold. After digging for many days without finding anything, he gives up. Later, another miner continues digging in the same place and discovers a large amount of gold just a few meters deeper. Success often comes to those who continue when others stop. Hard work is another essential ingredient for overcoming struggles. There are no real shortcuts to lasting success. Every doctor spends years studying. Every athlete trains for thousands of hours. Every successful entrepreneur experiences countless challenges before building a successful business. Hard work may not guarantee immediate success, but it always increases the chances of achieving your goals. At the same time, working hard is not enough if we are working in the wrong direction. We must also work wisely, learning from our mistakes, asking for advice, improving our skills, and adjusting our plans help us move forward more effectively. Smart effort combined with persistence produces the best results. Struggles also teach us humility. When life is easy, people sometimes become overconfident or forget the importance of judging people quickly. We learn to offer encouragement and support because we know how difficult life can sometimes be. Another important quality developed through struggle is courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep moving despite fear. Every time we face a difficult conversation, apply for a new opportunity, start a business, or learn a new skill, we practice courage. The more courage we develop, the more opportunities become available to us. Reading books and learning from others can also help us overcome struggles. Throughout history, countless authors, leaders, scientists, and successful individuals have shared their experiences. Their stories remind us that failure is often part of the path to success. By learning from their mistakes and achievements, we gain wisdom without having to experience every challenge ourselves. One of the greatest dangers during difficult times is losing confidence. Negative thoughts such as, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," can become powerful obstacles. Instead of believing these thoughts, replace them with positive actions. Improve one skill. Read one chapter. Exercise for 30 minutes. Complete one important task. Confidence grows through action, not through waiting. Patience remains one of life's greatest strengths. Some dreams require years of consistent effort. A university degree takes several years to complete. Building a successful career often takes decades. Learning a language requires continuous practice. Lasting success is usually built slowly, one small step at a time. It is also important to celebrate small victories. Every assignment completed, every healthy habit developed, every fear overcome, and every lesson learned deserves recognition. Small victories build momentum, and momentum keeps us motivated to continue. Struggles often reveal strengths we never knew we possessed. During comfortable times, we may never discover how courageous, determined, or resilient we truly are. Difficult experiences force us to grow beyond our limits and discover abilities that were hidden inside us all along. Perhaps the greatest lesson of all is that our past does not determine our future. No matter how many mistakes we have made, how many failures we have experienced, or how difficult our circumstances have been, every new day offers another opportunity to begin again. The future is created by the choices we make today. As you continue your journey through life, remember that every challenge carries a hidden opportunity. Every obstacle can become a lesson. Every failure can become preparation for future success. Never allow temporary difficulties to destroy permanent dreams. Believe in your ability to grow. Believe that hard work has value. Believe that patience produces results. Most importantly, believe that your struggles are shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. Success is not reserved for people with perfect lives. It belongs to ordinary people who refuse to quit, who continue learning, who remain hopeful, and who keep moving forward despite every obstacle they face. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of your transformation. As we reach the final part of this journey, it is important to remember one simple truth. Struggle is not the end of your story. In many cases, it is the beginning of your greatest chapter. Every challenge you face today has the potential to make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the opportunities that await you in the future. When people look at successful individuals, they often see the achievements but not the years of sacrifice behind them. They see the beautiful house but not the sleepless nights. They see the championship trophy but not the thousands of hours of practice. They see the successful business but not the countless failures that came before it. The truth is that every meaningful success has a hidden story of struggle. One of the greatest gifts that struggle gives us is wisdom. Wisdom cannot be learned only from books or classrooms. It is developed through experience. Every mistake teaches us something valuable. Every disappointment helps us become more careful. Every challenge helps us become more patient. Life itself is the greatest teacher. People who have never faced difficulties often struggle when problems finally appear. However, those who have overcome many obstacles become stronger because they have already learned how to survive difficult times. Another important lesson is learning to believe in yourself. There will always be people who doubt your dreams. Some may tell you that your goals are impossible. Some may criticize your efforts. Others may laugh when you fail. But remember this, other people's opinions do not determine your future. Your future is determined by your actions, your attitude, and your willingness to continue learning. Self-belief is one of the most powerful forces in the world. When you believe in yourself, you become willing to take risks. You become willing to try again after failure. You become willing to continue when others give up. Confidence grows through experience. Every small success builds greater confidence for the next challenge. Another valuable lesson is to never stop learning. The world changes every day. Technology evolves. New careers appear. New opportunities are created. People who continue learning remain prepared for change. Read books. Learn new skills. Listen to experienced people. Accept constructive criticism. Every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Gratitude is another powerful habit that transforms our lives. Even during difficult seasons, there are still blessings around us. Perhaps you have supportive parents, loyal friends, good health, a chance to study, a safe place to live. When we focus only on problems, we become discouraged. When we appreciate our blessings, we gain the strength to continue. Gratitude does not remove difficulties. It changes our perspective. One of the greatest signs of personal growth is learning to help others. After overcoming your own struggles, you will meet people facing similar challenges. Your experiences can encourage them. Your advice may give them hope. Your kindness may completely change someone's life. Success becomes far more meaningful when it benefits other people. True greatness is not measured only by personal achievement. It is measured by the positive impact we have on those around us. Another important truth is that happiness does not come from having a perfect life. No one has a perfect life. Every family experiences problems. Every career includes setbacks. Every relationship faces challenges. Happiness comes from finding meaning in the journey rather than waiting for perfect circumstances. Learn to enjoy small moments. Celebrate progress. Appreciate every opportunity. Smile more often. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive others whenever possible. Peace of mind is one of life's greatest treasures. Remember that success is different for everyone. Some people dream of becoming doctors. Others want to become teachers. Some hope to build businesses. Others simply want to provide a better life for their families. Your definition of success does not need to match anyone else's. What matters most is living according to your values and becoming the best version of yourself. Never compare your journey with someone else's. Everyone has different opportunities, different challenges, different starting points. The only person you should compare yourself with is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself, am I learning? Am I improving? Am I becoming kinder? Am I becoming stronger? If the answer is yes, then you are already succeeding. Life is not about being perfect. It is about continuous improvement. There will be days when you feel tired, days when you feel discouraged, days when nothing seems to go according to plan. Those days are normal. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. Rest if necessary, but never quit. The future belongs to people who continue moving forward. Perhaps your greatest breakthrough is only one more effort away, one more lesson, one more opportunity, one more attempt. Never underestimate the power of persistence. History remembers people who refused to surrender. Ordinary individuals became extraordinary because they continued when everyone else stopped. That same strength exists inside you. No matter your age, no matter your background, no matter your current situation, you have the ability to learn, to grow, to improve, and to create a better future. In conclusion, struggle is not a punishment. It is preparation. It teaches patience when life feels slow. It teaches courage when life feels frightening. It teaches resilience when life becomes difficult. It teaches gratitude when we begin to appreciate life's blessings. Most importantly, it teaches us that true strength comes from refusing to give up. As you move forward in life, remember these simple principles. Believe in yourself. Work hard every day. Keep learning. Stay humble. Help others. Never stop growing. And never allow temporary failures to destroy permanent dreams. One day, you will look back and realize that the struggles you once feared became the very foundation of your success. Thank you for reading this 5-part series. I hope these lessons encourage you to face life's challenges with courage, patience, and hope. No matter what you are going through today, remember this: your struggles do not define you. Your response to them does. Keep believing, keep learning, keep fighting for your dreams, and always remember, the strongest people are not those who never struggle, but those who never give up.